Tracking request accepted.
Good morning, New Eden. Today is November 2nd, 2025, and this is the Federation Frontline Report. I'm your host, Frozen Fallout, and my co-hosts today are Samson and Nightflyer. Awesome. Doing well, doing well. We've already gotten a bunch of kills. We killed a Raven Navy issue worth like 800 million ISK, and we killed a Wreath worth like 600 million ISK. Got some blueprints or blueprint copies that, so not much, but still, you know, we got a bunch of other like random assortment of shit that dropped it, like, but that's yeah, we had like 11 kills. Yeah. Yeah, Jan sacrificed herself for we took out a Tech 2 destroyer, the flycatcher. We also took a worm right away that we killed. Yep. A bunch of algoses. Algeese. That were... Oh, there you go, yeah. So yeah, so I think that the big announcement that we have as an alliance is that the Federation Frontline Report will be leaving, it looks like. No, I've seen it bounce here. It looks... Really? No. Interesting. Okay, so let's properties this. Chat, okay. Yeah. Alright, so that is chat. That's chat. God damn it. Huh, that's weird because... That's really weird because everything says that it should be set properly. Alright, let's do this. No! Don't do that. Alright, so this is set to game now. Let's set this. Alright, try it now.
Check, mic, check, check. Oh yeah, I hear me.
You hear you now?
Check, mic check. Hey, Mike.
Yeah, I hear everybody now. It's working. All right,
There we go.
do over.
Okay, now and then I set that to that. Okay. Alright, double check real quick here before we do over. You don't hear anything now? Oh, God damn it. God damn it. Alright, try now. So you shouldn't hear the music anymore. Properties.
Back hard.
Yeah, okay. Switched it back to okay, try it now.
Oh,
Yeah, we
you're
can
back
hear.
on. You're back on.
Yeah.
Okay, now it works.
Yep.
I can hear you. I can hear you. Yep.
Yeah, we're all good now.
Docking request accepted.
Good morning, New Eden. Today is November 2nd, 2025, and this is the Federation Frontline Report. I'm your host, Frozen Fallout, and my co-hosts are Samson.
I wear my sunglasses at night so I can. Good morning, Lee.
And Nightflyer.
Hey, good morning, everybody. It's like we just did this. This is awesome.
There's a glitch in the Matrix. Don't worry about that.
Yes.
And so hopefully everybody's hearing everybody now. And yeah, we did.
All
All
day.
right, good.
It's working.
So
It's working.
welcome. We have a lot of stuff that's going on in New Eden and CCP, and with CSM elections on the horizon. We also have a bunch of stuff to talk about when it comes to what we're going to be doing with our alliance. But just before the stream here, we had a lot of good catches that we got. We got a Navy Raven issue. We got a
Naven.
A Naven. And Wednesday we had a really good time as well.
Yeah, I had some really good kills on that one with that the
Yes.
scythe. I just got rid of my Z kill. But yeah, very profitable time. We took down a lot of ships, and
Wednesday we got a flycatcher. Well, first we started with a worm, and then we got a flycatcher, a crow, a stiletto, scythe fleet issue. Rookie ship a couple times.
And a whole bunch of Atrons.
And a whole bunch of Atrons. Nobody flies Atrons anymore.
Yeah, but that flycatcher and that worm were really cool. So those were good fights.
Well, good murder.
Yeah. And the crow? Oh yeah, OT Smithers crow.
Yeah, we got OT.
Yeah, we got OT Smithers crow.
Yeah, I think it was a mistake. Cause was he trying to fly to our gate? It didn't seem like he.
He definitely wasn't trying to get caught like he did. That's for sure.
Oh, okay. So he may have been
I think there was
where we were, just not to get caught.
Was it his fleet?
Having to land 3 seconds before the rest of his fleet. So
yeah, and the same thing I think happened with the flycatcher, right? Like we killed the flycatcher and then got away before a fleet landed on us.
Yes,
it was pure timing. That was a good one.
Worked out really well. But yeah, things have been kind of slow. It's been a lot of we were pretty much the full force on Wednesday. It was almost all just
True.
fed. So we've been making some decisions, and we've been talking about it, and it sounds like we're pretty unanimous in the idea that we want to check out. We're going to still stay in faction warfare, but we're going to take the Federation Frontline Report, the corporation, and move it into Lawn. We'll still be in control of the Federation Frontline Alliance, and that will stay in faction warfare Galente, and we'll also do enlistment through the Federation Frontline Report. But it seemed like it would be a good idea to join a larger organization that has maybe a little bit more of a support structure for our podcast, for our endeavors that we want to do when things are slow in faction warfare. So any thoughts and ideas that you guys would like to talk about regarding that? We'll start with Samson.
Well, I was thoroughly surprised, and I didn't think I'd ever say when someone says let's move to null, well, sort of move to null, that I'd be like, oh yeah, I have a lot of friends in that alliance. I never thought that'd be something I could say beyond like our little group here, but I have a lot of friends in lawn that I didn't, not something I really thought that was an option that we were doing. But yeah, I mean, it's that's pretty awesome. I'm gonna, I think it'll be pretty easy for Gwen to get set up out there, start doing some null gate camping, and maybe running some fleets in that respect. But also, too, just like coming full circle, going back to the Imperium, starting as a wee space monkey, and then coming back out here, becoming a filthy pirate, and then going back, but still going to be a filthy pirate. I'm never not going to be a filthy pirate, though. I'm interested in. I'm having to spend more time out in Null, living in Lowsec, than I have living in Null. If that makes sense, because of all the NPSI fleets. So that'll be interesting. That maybe NPSI fleets will be coming through our space, and then we will fuck with them. Mm-hmm. Anything about that? That sounds like fun.
Yeah, I like that idea.
But and also too, could also still do NPSI stuff. Just won't be able to be a bit of a blue donut. And also, like, you know what? I might rat. You know, it'd be nice to actually be able to make money in the game. I mean, don't get me wrong, we can make money, but like, I don't know, me and Tacky can take some carriers out, some Phoenix Navies, and just rat in Phoenix Navies. Sounds like fun. Not bait at all. Not bait.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What about you, Nightflyer?
Yeah, what about you, Nightflyer? What do you think?
Well, I think this has been coming on for a while. A few months ago, I know you, Frozen and I talked specifically about just kind of some issues with content in Lowsec, especially the south side. I found myself having to go up to the north side to join fleets. There just wasn't a lot going around in our area, and content seemed to just kind of be drying up. A lot of the pilots that we used to fly with regularly just aren't on quite as much. And when they are, they're not fleeting up like we used to. And I'm just kind of missing a lot of that camaraderie and that stuff that comes with, you know, this game of Eve. And I mean, we've never hidden the fact that we are kind of goon adjacent, you know, from the get go.
Goon adjacent.
So many of our real life friends, you know, our goons, the Madison Goon meetup where we met. Yeah,
and
so
I am not Black Hand.
And we've always kind of aligned ourselves more towards the Goon side than the other side. Now, I got friends in PH and I got friends in Frat, but I think when it comes to a big null, I'm kind of leaning more that way. But yeah, Bill Pade put out a video on YouTube, and if you have an interest in kind of where a lot of our thoughts and are coming from in Lowsec, I think he hits the nail on the head with a lot of stuff where a lot of the things CCP has been doing to increase productivity and get away from you know, the lack of resources in Null so that they can build their stuff is having a direct impact on stuff going on here in Lowsec. And I just think maybe for bang for buck, we might be better off trying out in Lowsec for a little bit. And I'll still come back and keep faction warfare. I think I'm going to keep Mango in.
You meant Null,
right?
Trying out Null.
Yeah. I'll probably keep Mango in the Hatealis area. But Night Flyer, my production and stuff will go out towards Nullsec and work with the corp on that end and see how it works out. And again, if it doesn't work out, you know, I'm gonna have plenty of assets and stuff left in this area. That, you know, we can
I think
day trip.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave all my assets where they are. So I just have all this shit peppered throughout Lowsec, mostly Black Rise, and start a new life with, you know, out in Null, which also I think is hilarious too, because I remember the first time this happened, I was wholeheartedly opposed when Frozen was like, I think I'm gonna just join Goons again. There's nothing to do out here. This was a long time ago, and I was like, no, don't do it. We can't leave. And now it's like, well, we're not leaving. First of all, secondly, yeah, it's more just like you said, with content. Want more content? I like to be able to log on and
I
do
would say
something.
enlistment is a huge part of the reason why is that like there's no.
That's also a
penalty,
huge change.
You know, to going and doing enlistment instead of, or you know, there's no benefit to being hardcore Galente.
No.
Well, I mean, we were privateers the
Galente
entire time.
supporters. Yeah, we're
and
always privateers, so.
it kind of seems that maybe privateering is a little bit of a lonelier life in low-sec than going full bore into the chaos of Galmil comms. I didn't say it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I think there's a benefit to getting part of an organized group, you know, like Lawn has, where they have productivity set up. They have production and resources and stuff that you can kind of build off at a scale that you just can't do it in low sec. Because if you try, you know, if I try to drop an Astro host in anywhere in this area in low sec, Snuff's gonna blow it up. And so, and there's nothing I can do about that. I can't get enough people together. I can't get all of Galmill together to put a force that's going to compete whatever Snuff can drop on us. We know that.
Well, because one Snuff alt
it puts
it
puts a cap on whatever it is we want to do. If I want to take out a fleet of Hyperions, we're gonna get dropped. And we're gonna get dropped by a fleet of Marshals and all sorts of stuff that we can't fight against. And I was kind of disheartened after they blew up the Buy More in Haydelis.
Buy More.
Yeah, and I mean they're dropping Titans on it. I'm like, so there's like zero we can do because nobody in any of the fleets I know has a Titan, let alone enough to put against the Titans and Dreads are using to take down, the Buy More.
Yeah, and also we do a lot of really big, like, you know, we want to, you know, do stuff for Madison Eve meetup and Gen Con Eve meetup and stuff like that, and Allies.
Yeah, if you want to grow in real life, yeah, it helps to be a part of a group, right? Because you can say, hey, 100%. We're doing a meetup. Mm-hmm.
I mean, the reason I stayed in this game was the socialization of it all. Like I said, it was... for those of you who haven't heard my story real quick, like it was, I came into this game because of COVID. I had nothing else to do. I started meeting groups of friends, and then Innominate invited me and said, hey, come up to the Goon Swarm in Madison. And I'm like, all right, cool. And then, you know, I'm at Frozen and my life just kind of continues that way. Now I've been out to Vegas twice. We've been to Iceland twice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've been out to Michigan, Madison, making plans to go to, you know, other places. You know, I want to go to New Orleans. I want to go. Oh, there's a kitty. I want to go to New Orleans. I want to. Who do we talk about from Lawn? They said there's something down in Florida, Pensacola Con or something like that. Or it's not necessarily an Eve specific meetup, but it's a con to go to.
Okay, yeah.
But I want to hit some other cons and stuff too. But it's the socialization is the point I'm getting to. This game, you know, it's a socialization experiment that's disguised itself as internet spaceships.
Yeah, it's a IRC in space.
But I said all the friends that we've had, you know, the Sullys and the others. I don't want to mention, you know, don't need to mention, but you know, those guys that just made this game what it was for me just aren't on like they used to be. And you know, life happens and things happen and people move on. I get it, but
yeah.
You know, maybe that's just something that's kind of time for us.
And people that were able to grace our life experience, like Steve, RIP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah. But also, like, too, like, what's crazy, one of my best friends in the game, no offense, Frozen,
Yeah.
Longest friends. Longest standing friends in the game is I met in Null, Taki, and in the Imperium, and so we'll be going back. And he's in Lawn, so we'll get to hang out with Taki again. So yeah, I don't know. It comes to full circle, like Taki, Alizar, if he's still around.
Yeah, some of the guys I met in Michigan at the Michigan meetup were in Lawn, and their corp had just moved out to. They're still in Goons, but they just left Lawn for something else.
You guys haven't met Taki in person.
No,
you haven't met Taki in person. No, he's I met him back at my house in the States. Like he showed up. He's like, "Hey, I'm doing a road trip," and I was like, "Hey, stop by your place." I was like, "Yeah," and I met him. He's like 6'3" or 4. He's giant.
That's crazy.
He's a giant dude. He's bigger than me, so he's a cool dude. But yeah, we'll see. We'll hang out with him more.
But yeah, as long as those guys are willing to have us, I would like to give it a go. I'd like to kind of see what it is, and again, I would like to see if they can feed the beast, and if I can get my production up and get that stuff up and rolling, and have the supplies I need and the network to bring in what I need to.
I think so.
That's the big problem with faction warfare is you're gonna burn through a lot of ships, and if you don't have the resources to back it up, the game just gets stale for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to I think I'll move all 3 of my tunes and get some production or something going, or whatever can be done out there, and maybe ratting. I think would be good.
I'll bring 3 guys out there, and I'll leave probably Mango here with a couple alphas, just cause. I don't know. I might Omega one of the alphas later. We'll see. I don't know. That's all personal finance stuff.
Yeah, I gotta figure that out.
If I can make enough out in Nullsec to.
Yeah, exactly.
Flex one account. I mean, why wouldn't?
Well, like, hey Taki, can I borrow a Phoenix? And then I'll see if I can flex my.
No, and that's the other thing too, is that there's a whole aspect of this game that I haven't taken part of, and it's that nullsec part. And obviously, it's a large part of this game. The vast majority of long-term players make lives out in nullsec or wormhole. So what?
No,
might be time to. Just
yeah. Well, I was just saying. I think one of the reasons why I'm actually kind of excited is because Frozen yelled at me many times to listen to Empires of Eve, and I finally did.
Oh yeah, Empires of Eve really opens up the door of like, wow, there's some crazy shit happening in this game.
Yeah.
I do have it on
Game
my
of Thrones, like.
Yeah.
But I am still reading. What is it? Space games are big money. So I can't remember the name of it. Oh, it's the alcohol.
No.
But it was written in like 2012 or 2014, and the whole thing kind of reads like a doctoral thesis of why spaceship games are big business or something like that. So, but it goes kind of deep into a lot of the early conflicts and setups. It gets into the importance of the socialization with the game, why Eve and specifically is the game it is after 20. Well, even at that point, it was only like 10 years, but now that we're
Eve's
21
dying.
years, that still kind of plugging along. And there's reasons for it, and no other game has really been able to match it. I mean, there's a couple that come close, but.
So speaking of which, one of the most unique things about Eve is the CSM, and the voting is coming up here. So one thing that I'm going to say is that I think there's a lot of really good candidates out there. Right now, what I'm going to say is I don't want to list off a bunch of people. I think that there are 2 people that deserve to go on the ballot, and 2 people I thought really represent need to be represented at a top list, no matter what you have for all of your other stuff. Remember, these people are the ones that really need your vote. would be Young Puke and
Theta
Kishal
Shinji.
Adaran.
That's fun. It's just funny you say that because, like, I was wondering, if he's going to come to me next, what 2 names am I going to say? And it's going to be those two. It's kind of funny. So
Yeah, because I mean,
no,
I've heard
whatever.
really good things about how Young Puke has been very vocal as his time on the CSM and has been very active. And Kishal, I think, is like one of the best representatives of like small gang NPSI.
Yeah, she is new player friendly. Her experience in this game is vast. And again, I think she is just a great person that can get some stuff done. We talked to her. I've been in fleets with her. We've met her at I think we. I'm trying to remember if I actually met her in person. I think we may have been like ships passing in the night, but yeah, she's impressed me with what I think she would be a great representative of me on that council. So she's definitely one of the top players on my ballot.
Drake,
But I
Onion,
think
Oz, all good as well. Yep.
uh yeah, I
My
know Oz
cat's
and
name
Drake.
is Orion, unrelated.
Unrelated.
And again, you got 10 votes. So
Well,
um
you get one vote, but if your vote
but
does, your vote
10 choice.
will go to like somebody within the top 10, basically.
Yeah, you get 10 choices for one vote.
So like it'll cascade down as like
Yeah.
the rounds go through, and that's the reason why I say put them at the top, because if they don't get it in, at the top, then you would have to put them underneath. Like if you put them underneath Oz, Oz is likely going to be the one to get your vote.
Yeah. Yeah, this I don't what's it called? I don't know. I always call it trickle down voting because once you've hit like your max votes and you can't get any more votes, then like people who voted for you, then it goes down to the next one or
Yep.
something. It's
So
weird.
it's both ways. Like
Yeah.
kind of. A very
But
interesting concept, but
yeah, I wish the U.S. had more of a system like this, and I am not a fan of the two-party system. So
Or the Electoral College.
yeah,
Just
or
kidding.
that.
We're not talking about politics.
Yeah, not going to talk about
no
politics,
politics.
but I think it's important.
Just video game politics.
Yeah, video game politics. Yes.
I think for me it was important to look through the list, read through the bios, listen and watch the interviews that Loru has done, that Frozen has done, that Alec has done, and find those people who's are going to represent me the best. That their experience in the game, their way to present themselves. And the fact that, if I know that they have knowledge of the game, one of our guys, I know he's on my ballot, is Sawdeath.
Oh yeah, Sawdeath.
Oh yeah, Terminus.
And
He's
again,
a cool dude.
Yeah, we
Nice
met him.
Eve.
And again, he just impressed me with his knowledge and experience within this game, and I think that he would be an asset to be able to, if you said, "Hey, we're thinking of doing it in the game," he would be able to tell you why that's good or why that's bad or what he's going to do to break it, or how he's going to min-max it. So, and again, I think that's important to have people like that on the council. So, but yeah, Oz, Drake, there's a lot, and I have to say, this is probably the first one I've done out of the 5 I've casted votes on, where it really got down to I had 10 people on my ballot, and there was still a couple of other people that I could have put on it.
Yeah.
Usually I get 5 or 6, and then I just kind of put people that may have name popularity on the bottom because. I
writing in Frozen all 10 times.
At this point now, where we actually have a large pool of people to choose from. Teddy Shee, Angry Mustache. Again, there's just a whole bunch of guys in here that I think could do a really good job on the CSM. But I don't know. My big fear is getting somebody on the CSM that doesn't produce. And like you brought up Young Puke, and again, I've heard lots of good things about people who are on the CSM with him, and that he does the homework, he shows up, and he does the job. And having talked with like Oscar Ball and Innominate and the other guy that from Rampage, that they don't people get on the CSM and then disappear. Like they put all this effort in and then life takes over. They realize this is actually like work. Like there's a lot involved. Like they'll present us with stuff. We got to do research and we got to go back and talk to the players and find out what it is they want and that kind of stuff and present that back to CSM. I mean, they're a focus group that has some sway with what CSM does with this game in the future. So I think it would suck to get somebody on there that doesn't truly want to be there. They just wanted the feather in their cap. Like, okay, I can get on the CSM and I could do this, and I've got enough popularity within this game to get elected.
It's definitely
really
what someone to be for the people.
Don't have an interest in making this game better. Which is sad.
My cat is trying to disconnect me.
Yeah, we have had that. I know there was a couple of streamers that got on 2 or 3 years ago and didn't make it halfway through the year before they were removed from the council and an alternate had to take over. And I just think that's sad. I realize real life takes over, but I don't think that was the case in these. I think they just were in it for the popularity, thinking it would give them a spike in their streaming, and when it didn't, they got disappointed.
I know what you're talking about. We didn't do that. It was Frozen.
So Angskell asks about...
Yeah, good question. Good question.
What does this mean for the podcast here? And what does it mean for, like our pushing of faction warfare? So we're definitely still enlisting. We're still going to be using the podcast to promote faction warfare. And faction warfare will be the center of anything that we talk about. We'll if we didn't do something us personally in faction warfare for the week, we'll do like a weekly breakdown of different things on the kill board, and shout outs to different groups and people that are involved in faction warfare, and reporting on what we see from an enlisted point of view of faction warfare for sure. Now will we have maybe a little bit more that we can have discussions about 0.0, because we don't really talk about 0.0 because we're not really out there experiencing it at this point in time, and from our understanding it is pretty slow anyways. So it's I don't think that we're going to turn into a 0.0 news organization. We're going to be a faction warfare news organization always, and for the good.
Yeah, that.
And it's my hope that this will actually make faction warfare better for us. That's kind of my
maybe
hope on it. It'll give us some resources that we are lacking.
An infusion of resources. Yes,
yeah,
that we're
absolutely.
Lacking.
Because I think that's something we're kind of lacking in. And those of you that follow the show for a long time, we did this weekly, and we would have full content of stuff to talk about. But the last couple of months, it's been rough. It's been rough to come up with a weekly show of what's happening in faction warfare. Because we'll pregame, and then I'll be looking at Frozen will be looking at me and be like, "Well, what do you got?" And I'm like, "I don't know. There was a little battle north, and we lost. We lost 3 systems, or we took 3, and that's it. That's the end of the content on that.
And some life stuff has curtailed my resources, but and kept me away from the game for a bit. So hoping to get more of that back in, and especially with this, it'll be easier, I think, to like log on and have content rather than log on and be like, oh, there's nothing to do, I guess I'm just not gonna do anything, bye.
It's kind of my hope we're just going through a lull in in this right now, but we're trying to keep the game interesting. We're trying to keep the podcast interesting, and we're trying to keep our interest in this game. You know,
We give good fights, Orion.
yeah, we all have other
We
hobbies.
always give good fights.
Yeah, I mean, we have other hobbies and stuff we could do if we weren't playing Eve. You know, there's other games that we play and other things that we do. But I still really love Eve. I want to love it, but if it's not going to love me back, you know, it makes it that much harder to stay engaged with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I can't squeeze entertainment out of this, and unfortunately, I've been there. It's been like the last week, other than the Wednesday night fleet. Like I log in, nobody is on when I want to play, and so I'm either.
And it's even harder for me now.
Like,
and
all right, I guess I'm doing this industry and market today by myself.
I felt like at first I had slightly more content because there's like a couple of people in my time zone, but it kind of dried up pretty fast. Being in a different time zone, and from you guys already kind of hurts a little. Quite a lot. I mean, you haven't seen me on the show much lately because the normal show time is like 7 a.m. for me, and if I'm barely even awake at that point. Like that's my dumper time. I'm dropping a big deuce before I make breakfast. So
the 15-hour
try to adjust.
Difference is
16, but yeah, it's a bit of a difference. But yeah, Orion. If anybody called you an onion, it was definitely Frozen. My cat's name is Orion. Like I said, not really. You saw him earlier, that big floofy mess that was in my face earlier. That's Orion. Yeah, no relation.
Maybe. Probably.
I don't know. I'm just saying because he says so. Someone called him an onion. So I'm saying it was you. Because it's Occam's razor here. I mean, like, the simplest solution is Frozen said it. On accident, of course, and lovingly.
Lovingly.
But yeah, no, we give good fights. Like,
faction warfare will build back up. I know it will, but it's just.
So that's the one thing I don't think we're gonna do is swap militias at all. Like we'd rather try out enlistment at this point. But faction, like
we'll stay Gal Mill
because
hardcore.
Nobody plays Gal Mill because they need all the help they can get.
I mean, we had CCP and Sedition for like a hot minute, and then they left.
Now, will we come and visit the other war zone?
Fuck Gal Mill.
Yes. I think that we're gonna, invade, the low sec areas a little bit more with the fleets that I'll be taking out with just looking to get a bunch of thrashers to throw themselves at something.
Mm-hmm. And I think I'll try to take out fleets more too. If I can gather fleets in my time zone, then maybe I can try to do some more.
Brothers and brothers from another mother. Yeah, Gal Mill. Gal Mill and Mid Mill used to be blue to each other, forced blue through the system. But yeah, so we'll see how it all goes here. When
I put that YouTube video of from Bill Paid in chat there. So he kind of breaks down a lot of what we've been experiencing lately. And I think if you don't understand what it is that we've been feeling, you're trying to figure out what's kind of pushing these guys out of faction warfare and out of I don't even want to say it's faction warfare. We love faction warfare. I think the problem that I'm having is low sec. Low sec I think is kind of my problem right now. And that video does a tremendous job of breaking it down as far as what it is we're facing from an economic standpoint, from a content standpoint, like I said, we have that ceiling. There's only so much I can do.
Yeah, and we used to have more.
If I get too big, I'm going to get crushed
twice. I mean,
there's 4 other people that are just dominant in low sec that I can't.
I'm gonna drop another. So say we all. I'm gonna drop a couple of them actually. I'm just gonna go back to back. How many will this let me do? Nope, not battle royale. Because, there's a cooldown. Okay, doing it again though. The cooldown's only like 10 seconds. Um,
Yeah,
but like we, it's almost like they're following us specifically. Like I I had a lot of really fun running the Amazon Gate Camp, and then someone paid them to destroy our headquarters, and the Amazon Gate Camp kind of died after that. And to be fair, um, what you call it, Spectre was already kind of slowing down quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But like before that, yeah, we had Tama back in the day. Man, we had Tama with Space Detroit. Y'all remember Space Detroit? Like that's before even the die more buy more. Like this is like, and it's always the same bullshit. It's the same thing that happens every time, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even. I mean, I redeemed a bunch of shit, but I'm not even bothering saying the name. Like
They
you
know who they
know,
are. Yeah, they know
yeah.
who they are. And
So yeah,
that's where I'm
that's
at.
all
Like
I
I
have to
said,
say about that.
yeah, low sec just can't provide me the resources I need to grow as a character, and so I would like to try to expand into um, nullsec to see if my hopes is having that kind of structure underneath me or with me can get me where I want to
Yep.
get to in this game, because I just feel like I'm stagnant. I don't feel like I'm growing as a player, and
Yeah, it's been a
uh,
minute. It's
yeah,
been a minute, and I think this is the right decision on all counts. Like I said, resources, friends, growth, and who knows what the future holds afterwards, right? Like,
It's worth a
um,
shot, you know.
yeah,
We can
it's
all.
worth a shot.
The
Yeah,
best part is that we get to stay Gal Mill, you know.
yeah. Well, I have to fix my standing, and then
Yeah, well,
you know, my skills are what make me positive at the moment.
that's an easy fix. We can get that fixed for
Yeah, because Gwen used to run a lot of Sec 4 MR missions. Let's just say.
you. Yeah, the Galente. Yeah, if you don't avoid the fight, they will kill your standings at a level 4. I've learned to always skip. You know, always skip the missions because they don't pay you out bounties either. So
Yeah, they don't. It's true. They don't. Like the what's it called? The extravaganzas were where it was at against like the Angel Cartel and shit. I was running there with a pally. I just go in there with a paladin and just fucking nuke everything in an extravaganza. Gwen.
Mhm. All right. So, anything that you want to say on CSM or the Alliance before we wrap things on up?
Vote for the guys that Frozen said to vote for. I've been out of the game for a while, but I definitely like Kashal and what was the other one? Because last time
Young
we were
Puke.
Young Puke. Well, okay. Kashal. Vote for Kashal. I don't care about Young Puke. Sorry. Difference of opinion there. But
yeah.
yeah,
Then I like what you said with the
no,
CM stuff, but I'm not
yeah,
looking
no, no,
forward to
no.
really kind of flying
I
with
would
them.
say he might actually make a good change, so he's probably a good choice. I'm just yeah.
Yeah, he's not
And yeah,
necessarily the FW candidate in that he's in FW now, but he does have knowledge of FW, and he's been
yeah.
very active. I've heard really good things from everybody. He did come
Again,
into the podcast, so I got to talk
I
to him
haven't
and
been
have a
present,
good
so
conversation. So
I can't bring much of an opinion there. So, but yeah, we did. The show
Yeah.
did the research, so so
But if you don't like Shaw, then find your own candidate. Like I said, find what you like in this game and find a candidate that represents you. And
the
vote for them.
important thing I think is to vote, as always. Like vote. Make
vote
sure you
and
vote.
then vote for what regardless of whether you think somebody's going to win or not. And just throw them up. If they're the best choice, even though you don't think that they're going to win, that's the best way to vote in this system. Is the most unlikely person that best fits exactly what you want should be the one that you should be voting for, not somebody that, is likely to win.
Hmm. Well said.
Yeah, I didn't. Just kind of my strategy is I voted for Oz, but I didn't put him at the top because I just don't think he needs my vote. But
Hmm.
I would like him to be on the council. So, um,
Yeah, I wish I got 10
yeah.
votes that I could put out. 10 different people.
But remember, you can vote for with each one of your Omega characters as long as they've been Omega for X amount of time. I can't remember exactly what it is.
60 and some
Um,
odd days, something like that.
yeah, something like that. So you can't do a weekend warrior pass and then get a vote. So, but
But
yeah,
if
they
you
don't give
have
you anything
12,
for voting. I thought the first couple years we voted, they gave you something. You voted like in game, and then they give you like a something cosmetic. They could give you like a 30-day skin or something.
I don't remember.
I thought I got something. Some kind of I voted pin. That's what I need. I need an I voted pin. That's
I
what we
need
need
an
to
I
do.
voted pin.
Yeah, I voted skin. I voted skin. Or
CSM.
no,
Yeah, there you
a
go.
little
I
uh
want
like you know how you can put your logo on your ships like that.
yeah,
I voted.
I voted.
For
I want
CSM.
that to put on my ship for like a week. I want that and cowboy hats. Why don't we have
Yeah,
cowboy hats in
and
this game?
cowboy hats. I
That
agree.
doesn't even make sense to me. How can I be a space
Yeah, we
cowboy if
have
I don't have
cowboy
a
hat.
cowboy hat?
Yeah,
So
you
if
need
you're
cowboy
running
hat.
for CSM and you get on, please ask for cowboy hats.
Cowboy hats and cat ears.
Yeah, I
Cat
could
ears,
do
yeah,
that.
absolutely.
I don't need the cat ears, but
You don't need it, but
uh,
that's to give the people what they want. Charge $60 for them, but
Make money. You'll
Monaco,
make a
it'll be
lot of money.
Monaco Gate
and
all over again.
beards. Yeah, some good solid beards would
Some
be great.
solid beards.
Yeah.
I feel like if you can prove you have a beard in real life, then you should get it for free.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
And why can't I make my guy old and fat? Like,
Yeah. I
represent
want
me. Like,
representation. I
I
want dad
realize
bods and
I
beards.
realize these capsuleers are supposed to be kind of ideal, candidates and stuff. That they are like the best of the best that get into the program to become capsuleers. But yeah, what about the dad? What about the old fat guy? Why can't I be a capsuleer? So I want my avatar to represent me. I think he does pretty good. I do all right.
I
So,
think insane
but
clown lady is my uh that's my avatar. That's what I look like and deep down.
your inner soul. But yeah,
Mhm.
I do want to be a cowboy.
Like a
So my
clown.
cowboy boots. I want the assless chaps. Well, they don't have to be assless, but
Assless chaps. Yes.
yeah, I want the leather
Choo-whoop.
vest and a bolo tie and a
Thank you for
cowboy
the
hat
follow,
and obviously glasses. So I want
Queerland.
to be a space cowboy. So that's my dream. If I were running for CSM, that would be my platform.
There you go.
Woo! 10
Space
push-ups, boy. Come
cowboys.
on. I
Gotta
got
have
this
them.
for 10 push-ups. Go, you
Maniac.
fucker!
What? Comes at the last minute.
We'll do those at the end of the stream.
Yeah, we'll
Frozen's
we'll
like,
all watch Frozen do them.
I haven't done a push up in a while.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
might bang 10 out. I could do 10.
Yeah, I get 10.
All right, but that's all I got. And congratulations to whoever they were, the Tuskers, for
Oh yeah, Tuskers
uh,
won AT
winning
tournament.
the AT tournament. So congratulations to those guys. And
Congrats.
yeah, thanks for everybody who actually took part in that. I actually watched quite a bit of this one. I just had the opportunities to kind of have it on while I was doing my thing here in my hobby room. And I really enjoyed the tournament. And again, I think Alec needs to get back doing the commentary. I miss his insights on it, but I think overall they did a pretty good job. So Mystic did a great job. So I'll call it out.
Absolutely.
And even CCP Overload, I'll give him his dues. He did fine, even though he yelled at me at E-Fest. So
Well, you have that.
in Iceland, yeah.
What did he yell at you for?
Because I told him CCP was anti
Valente?
Cal Mill, and that I wanted him to work on the LP store. I said, well, why does Cal Mill have hybrid ammo but we don't have missiles? I said, why? How is that balanced? How's that fair? And yeah, he didn't. He took offense to that. I don't know why. Like, you don't even work on this game. You're a frontier man. Like, but in all fairness, he's Gal Mill too. So but yeah,
You'll have
he
fun.
he did take a little exception to my role. I was kind of role playing a bit, and I don't think he picked up on that. I think he thought I was being kind of a dick. So
Well,
we
Aw.
were drinking that cognac. So.
Oh yeah.
yak.
Yeah.
Oh, the cognac! What a mistake. I won't do that again.
It wasn't a mistake. It was good.
No, it was nice, but it's not something you're taking shots of. You know,
You gotta be
you don't-
careful on that.
No, I would have been better off getting some Goldschlager or something and bringing that
Oh.
in to shoot. You know,
Schlager. Really.
back
Peppermint
in
schnapps.
junior high in my Goldschlager.
Well, yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you all for coming on. Thank you all for watching and listening, and have a great night.
Good night,
everybody.
everybody.